Hey you guys, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel and happy Foundation Friday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And today we are going to be reviewing and demoing the new CC cream from IT Cosmetics. This is the oil-free matte edition. And I actually have played with it a little bit, but we're gonna give it a good wear test. We're gonna talk about all the goodies inside of it. So if you wanna know more about that, please keep watching. But before we do, hit that subscribe button, give me a little thumbs up, share this with somebody that you think that might like it, and let's do it. All right, you guys, so let's get the lowdown on this foundation. I have actually not seen any reviews on this because one, it's matte, so I'll be really honest with you, I wasn't super interested in it, but it has been sent to me, so I thought, you know what, you guys have asked me a bunch about this foundation, so let's give this a good go. So this foundation is $38, which is not bad, I mean, compared to everything else that's out there right now. This is 1.8 fluid ounces. The color range is getting better, I can tell, but it's not super amazing. I am in color medium. Medium is almost the exact match to my skin, and make sure you guys stay to the end because I am going to be giving away the remaining ones that they sent me just to share with you guys, okay? So let's chat about this. So it's full coverage. It's supposed to be for all skin types, sensitive, normal, dry, combination, oily. The finish is matte, and it says it has obviously SPF 40 in it, and it has 12-hour matte finish. And the line, as you know, is cruelty-free. It was developed in hand with plastic surgeons. And let's see, it's formulated without parabens and phthalates. What else? And it has peptide, it has peptides in it. It has hyaluronic acid in it, which is fantastic. Vitamins, antioxidants. It also absorbs oil, has tea tree extract in it. So if you are sensitive to tea tree, I would just make sure you get a sample of this. One of my best girlfriends cannot do any tea tree, so just an FYI to you. And it's supposed to camouflage dark spots, so we'll really be able to see right here. What else? It has an advanced anti-aging serum made of hydrolyzed collagen. So a bunch of, as all of their products are, they are infused with skincare ingredients, which is fantastic with IT Cosmetics. And then let's see here. So it is dimethicone based. Dimethicone is the second ingredient on here, and it also has a couple different dimethicones as well throughout the ingredient list. It says basically how to apply 1 to 2 pumps to clean skin with their brush, which they sent me. Thank you so much, IT Cosmetics. Yeah, so it says it can use as your moisturizer, anti-aging serum, concealer, foundation, sunscreen based on your coverage needs. All right, so let's get into this. So I'm going to apply one side of my face with the brush and one side of the face with the Beauty Blender because, you know, I'm not super into matte foundations. They usually don't do well on my skin, but I want to show you what it looks like with the brush, and then maybe we can get some more of a dewier finish with the Beauty Blender. I also want to let you know that I have super prepped my skin. That's why it is so glowy right now. I have started with my Essence, and then I went in with this new find that I actually just got sent, and I've been trying it. It's peptide-rich moisturizing formula by Miraness. Also cruelty-free brand. They're fantastic. It's called Power Lift Wrinkle Zero Day Refining Serum. Very cool. Very hydrating. I've really been enjoying it. And then I also put on this brand new one from Murad, which is basically like jam-packed with hyaluronic acid. This is their recovery serum. It is really nice. Love that for hydration. I put my squalene eye serum or eye gel on by Biossance. And then I did top this with Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. This is something actually that I never used to really like, but now since I'm more mature, I actually have really been enjoying this. It's beautiful on the skin. So as you can tell, I have been using very hydrating rich products. They have sat on my skin for about a half an hour just to make sure they didn't slip and slide. I am not using a primer with this foundation. I want to give you the real tea. All right, so we're going to do 2 pumps. And I'm going to take my brush. This is the Heavenly Skin CC Skin Perfecting Brush. I love their brushes. Their brushes are awesome. So we're going to put that on the left side of our face. And we're just going to I'm going to go underneath the eyes as well a little bit. I also am not the hugest fan of applying foundations with a brush, but I do prefer, if I'm going to use a brush, either the Sigma brushes, I've talked about it a couple of times, or the brushes from IT Cosmetics. They just really blend out the foundation really, really nicely and very quickly and don't leave very many brush strokes. I'm going to be doing a light kind of wash first, and then we'll kind of get into some more heavier coverage. I think the brush is doing a really nice job. You definitely can layer this, I can tell you already, but the brush is moving it off of my forehead a little bit, so like in the places I really need some coverage. All right. Okay, so, all right. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of buff this into the skin. I really don't love a brush on the forehead. I'll be very honest with you. I love to press the foundation into the skin. Okay, so that is a nice light wash all over the skin. I think it looks really pretty. So here you go. Here it is in all her glory. The brush, you know, it just, to me, it just leaves a little bit of strokes, especially on the nose, but that's not finished. The forehead I don't love with the brush. I think I'm going to go over it with the Beauty Blender. All right, I'm going to let it dry down. I am going to kind of build up right here and see if this can really cover all of this. It is a full coverage foundation. You know, I'm not the hugest fan of the other formulas because I just don't know, they just feel really heavy on my skin. But this one doesn't, actually. This one feels a lot lighter than the others, probably because it's not as hydrating. All right, so I would call this I would call this a full coverage, but you can still see my hyperpigmentation a little bit through it. I would still have to color correct that. So I would call this a light or a medium heavy coverage. All right, so let's let that dry down. Let's get in there with a Beauty Blender and try the other side. Okay, off the bat, honestly, this is sticking with the Beauty Blender much better, and it's going on a lot quicker for me, for my skin type. That's a lot quicker. And to me, I got a little bit more coverage with the Beauty Blender, which is not usually standard. Usually you get more coverage with a brush. So that is it, both sides. See, I have a tendency to like this side a little bit better, but let's see. Okay, so I think what might be the perfect combination is to actually apply it with the brush first, like this, and then go in with your Beauty Blender and kind of just make sure all those strokes are taken out. Because the Beauty Blender side looks good, but then I kind of enjoy a little bit more of how it applied on the rest of the face. I know this is kind of confusing, but this is what I've been dealing with this foundation, is trying to find out the application method that works best, especially where I have larger pores, which is right around here. All right, so I think that's as much as I will build this foundation up. I don't want to go too heavy. Yeah, I honestly would say that this is definitely a more medium high coverage, not full, but like not a mask full, you know what I mean? It's kind of nice. So far it looks really pretty on the skin. I'll go up real close to you so you guys can see. I don't necessarily know if it's going to be a concealer, but if you are somebody that doesn't usually like to have a really heavy concealer and you don't have a lot of darkness, then this definitely could go under the eyes for sure, as long as you've prepped the skin with it. But it is not very glowy or dewy on me, so I am not going to set this, I don't think. I am going to give it some time just to dry down. I'm going to give it about 5 or 10 more minutes. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll check back in with you guys in real light and let you guys know if I set it or not. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so here we are in natural daylight. I just popped everything on. I was feeling a little bold lip today. This is actually a new lip from Buxom. I will put all the details below. But anyway, this is what the foundation looks like. I'm going to scooch you in. So it looks good. Again, I just feel that I am not the right candidate for this. I think it looks pretty. I think that there's nothing wrong with it. I just feel that it is just a little matte for me. And I did, by the way, set it with powder because I did hydrate so much before that it did remain a little bit tacky, but I just set it with a little bit of the Hourglass Mineral Veil powder, so I didn't even set it with my ambient lighting powder that I usually do. I'm kind of dying to do that at the moment because I just am used to a little bit more glowy skin. I'm actually dying to, to kind of hit it with a little bit of a refreshing spray. But, I mean, overall, I think it looks really pretty. I didn't really have a problem working with it. I think that it definitely is kind of sitting on top of my vellus hair because I need to do my dermaflash a little bit. I need to do it again. But I think it's sitting on top of that. I do think the proper application technique is with a brush and then bouncing your beauty blender all over it. I think that this side on my face, the left side of my face, looks a little bit better than just the beauty blender side, even though you get more coverage. So play with that. Play with the application that works for you. And I definitely think you need to prep the skin. If you are dry, dehydrated skin and you want to use this formula, you need to prep your face. Oilier skin types, I think this might be perfect for you because I don't even know if you would need I don't even know if you'd need a primer for this. I feel like it's done a nice job on my pores. I feel like it's not exacerbating my pores at all. It's not exacerbating any fine lines. For me, I would not use it under my eyes again. It's just looking kind of heavy a little bit with my concealer over it. So that's just something I take away for you guys. But let's give it a couple hours of wear test and let's see what it does and see how it holds up. All right, you guys, so I'll see you in a little bit. Hey you guys, we're back. I wanted to give you a little mini update. We are 3 hours in. By the way, this lipstick does not move. I'm kind of into it. It's like a liquid lipstick, but it has like a little bit of shine to it. I love it. Anyway, but the foundation still looks really good. It actually looks no different 3 hours later. It hasn't gotten shiny or anything like that. It actually doesn't even come off on my phone, by the way. I was going to say that it's pretty transfer proof, which I didn't really read in the claims, but like when I was holding my phone up to talk, I didn't really see a ton on my phone, which is kind of cool. And also too, this, I want to say the stark difference between this and the other two formulas, their traditional formula and their illuminizing formula, is this one feels so lightweight on the skin. This is very different from their other ones. Again, like I said earlier, I don't love the other ones because they feel heavy on the skin. Not this one. So this one actually, if you are more dry or dehydrated, might be a perfect one to mix a drop of beauty oil in. So you see what you think. But I'll see you guys in a few more hours. Hey you guys, I'm back. It is another 3 hours later, so now we are 6 hours in, and it still looks pretty good on me. I mean, it is breaking up just a touch up here and a touch right here, and when I touch my face, it does come off. But I think it's, I don't know about 12 hours of wear, but maybe it could just be too how I prepped the skin. I didn't use a primer. Maybe that would help with the longevity of this. I did really hydrate because it is a matte foundation. I just don't know how matte this would keep somebody that is super, super oily. I really think this foundation would probably be great for combination normal skin, somebody that has a lot of shine in the T-zone area. I think this might be good for. So overall, I like it. Do I think it's the most amazing thing that I've tried in a long time? No, but I don't know if I'm the right skin type for this as well. But I know you guys wanted to see this review. I think it looks really pretty still. It hasn't really moved. So I like it. It's a good foundation. Again, I think it's going to be just how we always talk about it. It's how you prep the skin with each foundation. I definitely will be wearing this again with a primer. All right. So the giveaway details. So for the next 24 hours after this goes live, the first person that I see list what color they are in the foundation, I will respond to and say, hey, give me your, your shipping details, email me, or, DM me on Instagram. I'll have them email me. And so make sure. So you need to be the first person to go onto the It Cosmetics website, besides the one that I used, okay? So not the light, or not the medium, okay? I have all the other colors. So if you are any of the other colors, go on the It Cosmetics site. Choose the color that you think you are. I can't choose it for you, unfortunately. So just choose the color you think you are, and if you're the first person I see, or the first comment, I will respond to you and send that out to you next week. All right, so thank you guys again so much for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Lots love from me to you. Mwah. Bye, you guys.